everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel, everyone. As you guys can see, I'm here at the studio. It's beautiful Sunday, February 20th, 2022. So I wanted to make a video about this story, guys, because this is definitely a nightmare. I really don't know what's going on with people. Like, I feel like lately everybody's just losing their sense of responsibility and accountability. Like, everybody wants to wash their hands, nobody wants to be held accountable. And basically a lot of people in the workplace these days, they seem like they just don't care. They're basically, they're gonna make mistakes and they don't care if they get fired. As you guys know, we are living right now through the great resignation. There's a lot of people leaving their day jobs, and I think that that speaks a lot when it comes to customer service. And basically just, if you're not happy with our service, you can take it somewhere. We're not gonna fix it, we're not gonna do our best. So I think that it's happening, and it's happening. A lot of people think that the great resignation just happens to like fast food restaurants and like fast food restaurants, retail stores. I mean, if it's happening in those markets, it's happening all throughout. And this is why I came here a couple months ago when my mom was at the hospital, and I said, the last thing you want to do right now is go to a hospital. Believe it or not, no matter how sick you are, and of course, if you cannot take it, you have to go. But I'm saying, like, it's affecting every industry, and to get help at a hospital these days is hard. You have to wait long hours in the emergency room. You have to, if you have a family member who perhaps doesn't speak the language, that happened to us, you have to keep calling to make sure that she's being attended, she's getting the right treatment. And you speak to different people and you have to repeat yourself, and not, they're so short staff that is insane. So don't think because everybody's quitting their job it's only happening to like McDonald's, Burger King, those fast food restaurants. It's happening throughout. And the reason that I'm bringing that point up is the fact that because so many people are just willing to just let it go, like, you know what, I'm not gonna deal with this. It's creating this type of mentality that people just don't care. They're coming to a workplace just to earn a living, have their paycheck, and just leave for the day. And the story that I'm speaking to you guys about is what happened was making it was trending news this week, and it's about that 2-year-old that was left in a daycare center by herself, and every worker left for the day. That to me is insane. What a nightmare. You showing up to where you drop off your child early in the morning so you can go to work. You show up to the place, and every car in the parking lot is gone, the lights are off, and where is your kid? Like, who was supposed to pick up your kid? And that was your turn to do so, because you probably normally do, right? You drop her off in the morning, you're gonna pick her up at night, and when you get there, not only do you see an empty parking lot and the lights off, you get closer to the door and you see your child locked inside. Are you kidding me, guys, right now? That's insane to me. And people online, like, you see people comments online, and it's the scariest thing because some people are like, taking it so lightly. This is child endangerment. And I'm sorry, I probably mispronounced that word, but I'm sure you guys know what I'm referring to. To leave a child like that on a place by herself, that tells you the mentality of the people that work there, okay? And that tells you, I mean, the times that we're living in right now, that people are so careless that they're not even thinking right. And I'm going to speak to you guys about that case. And another case, while I was researching about this case, I learned that in Florida something else happened too. I think it was yesterday. Another child was left unattended at a daycare, and she was able to walk down the street and got into traffic also. Imagine something like that happening. And there's another case of this child who, after her mom pick him up from the daycare, she discovered somebody wrote on his body with a Sharpie. Are you serious? The caretaker wrote on the child's stomach, "Hey mommy, I need more diapers." with a Sharpie. Are you kidding? You're gonna write into a child that's not your own with a Sharpie instead of calling up the parent, okay, or telling them when they drop off the child, hey, just to let you know he's out of diapers, you have to bring more. What is the sense of like compassion here? How dare you write into some child's, body like that? That's such a, it's a bully. It's a adult bully working, okay? I encounter so many adult bullies in the workplace, and believe it or not, those are the people that get the like high in positions, and it takes a very strong team to realize that they just put somebody into authority that is a bully. Okay, it takes a very strong, well oiled team to find that out. But anyways, I'm gonna speak to you guys about this case that was making news this week. Let me read to you guys this article. Authorities are investigating a Florida daycare center where a mother found her 2-year-old daughter alone and locked inside after workers left for the day. Stephanie Martinez arrived at Kinder Care Learning Center north of Miami at 6:28 on Wednesday and saw the child through a window on the front door, according to the Plantation Police Department report. In a video call, Martinez, you can hear her say, I came to pick up my child, and she's locked inside, and there's no other workers in the building. The fire department workers pried open the door and found the girl in good health roughly 20 minutes later, the reports say. Police later learned that the daycare worker responsible for checking out children left at 6:20 and locked the doors. According to the report, the police report does not say if the criminal charges are expected, and they're investigating. Like, are you kidding me? Somebody needs to be held accountable. I understand that, I understand that children are tricky. My mom was a babysitter for many years, so in my house there was always kids around, okay? And I love playing with them, and you know how they do tricks on you, they hide from you, but you when you're dealing with children, you have an additional responsibility as a human being to be on alert all the time. No excuses, guys. No excuses. Okay? Believe it or not, I know accidents happen and things that are not unintentional happen, but when it comes to something like this, you are at a workplace and you're checking off who's being picked up or not. Okay? And you decide to go. What a nightmare that is, that you are so irresponsible that you leave somebody behind. And not only that, you don't hear anything, okay? You don't even do a walkthrough, and you lock the doors and you leave. That to me is just so scary. And I feel like I have a day job, as you guys know, and a lot of the times it's my time to close the place. I never leave without doing a walkthrough, especially in the reception area. My biggest fear is to leave somebody unattended and to just leave and somebody's in the lobby perhaps needing help. I'm always checking everything, and I feel like lately everybody's just working for themselves. Regardless whether you like your job or not, you have a responsibility to do a good job, not only for that company that offer you a paycheck, but for yourself and for God, because when you are working, you're working basically for God. And I feel like for a mom to show up to a daycare, like if you say the daycare closes at 6, she's always late, okay, I'm so sick and tired of her coming late. This is a company. You work with her. You call her and say, hey, your child is here waiting. She's the last one waiting to be picked up. How late are you running? Okay, that's just common courtesy. The other case that I'm gonna hopefully can play you that video about the child that went home with writing in his belly saying, I'm out of diapers. Like, what is the compassion side of this? Are you kidding? Who does that? There's no communication anymore. You speak with people. People are living busy life. If the mom forgot to bring diapers, hey, we send emails, send texts, call her. When somebody, make sure whoever is giving the child back to her, when she comes and pick up the child, hey, we need to speak with you 2 seconds just to let you know he's out of diaper. It takes 2 seconds to inform a mom. You don't need to cross that line to cry in somebody's belly for that. I think that lately everybody's just losing compassion. I don't know exactly what's going on. So let me know what you guys think about this. This is really insane to me. I understand mistakes are made and things like that, but when you're hiring somebody to work with kids, they should have an additional sense of compassion, care, and like alertness, because 2-year-old, that's what they hide, you know. So they should know better. Like, you can expect somebody like who works in a retail store to be like, oh, we never know, nobody's here. But you know, a lot of retail stores have alarms and sensors that when they lock the door, something moves, they can detect that very quick. So when you have somebody who works at a daycare, you know, we don't know how long that person, the last person who left, how long have they been working at the daycare, but they should even know better, because I can understand training goes into putting somebody in charge of a daycare. A lot of training, especially working with kids. Okay, anyways guys, that's my video for today. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and share. God bless.
I noticed a permanent marker from the top of his torso to past where his diaper goes.
Heather Chisholm says she was changing her 1-year-old son's diaper yesterday when she discovered this message.
I'm out of diapers, please read my reports. And there was underlining on it, and it was big, it was his whole torso.
It took off on social media. She had just picked up Milo and her 3-year-old daughter, Shinley, from Children's Education Center of the island's daycare provider.
I was mortified that this had happened to my son.
She says it's not the first time. It happened back in November, too.
I was furious then, too.
She says the daycare puts daily reports in her kids' lunchbox, but admits sometimes she overlooks them.
I'm a single mom of 2. I missed the report, but I was not given a phone call, an email, a text message. I was not verbally told at all that I needed to bring diapers, that I was out of diapers.
She and her children's father, William Carmine, didn't notify anyone of the first incident. This time, they did.
He's a 1-year-old boy. He likes to...
Back to my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and share this video, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day, everybody. God bless.